If you know these 10 daily life Argentinian Spanish expression of phrases, your Argentinian Spanish is incredible. If you want to learn all of these different expressions, let's get started. Vamos a arrancar. Vamos a empezar con la primera. The first one is che, escúchame. I say this all the time. If you don't know Argentinian Spanish and this is the first video you ever watch, this is the most important word you have to learn in Argentina. Che means hey, hey or yo. So we can translate this, hey, listen up, or hey, listen to me. I say this all the time. For example, I'm talking with my friend and I would say, che, Nico, ¿cómo andas? No, hey, Nico, how are you? Or che, escúchame. ¿Tenés otro teléfono? Hey, listen, do you have any other phone? Well, that's a super common expression that we say all the time. So the important word here is basically che. Che means hey or yo. Now, let's continue with the second one. De una is an amazing way to say sí. This is more Argentinian way to say it. This is, of course, slang or an expression we say all the time. And it means for sure or absolutely. For example, si voy a Buenos Aires capital, voy a ir a la cancha de Boca de una. If I go to Buenos Aires capital, I will definitely go to Boca Juniors Stadium. Or as we say, Boca Juniors. La cancha de Boca Juniors. We don't say juniors, we say juniors. Another short example. Quiero comprar esto de una. I definitely want to buy this. Or I will buy this absolutely or totally. Now, if someone asks you something like, hey, do you want to hang out tomorrow? ¿Querés juntarnos o salir mañana? I would say, de una. Vamos. Yes, absolutely. Definitely. Let's go. Now, the third one is one that's really useful, and I also say it all the time. The first meaning is never mind. But this expression also has another meaning, which is no doubt, or consider it done. Consider it done. Let me write it. For example, we're talking about something, and you don't really understand it, but it's not a super really important topic. So I would say, ¿Vos sabés la historia de este lugar? Do you know the history of this place? And that person would say, no, realmente no sé. Bueno, olvídate. Sigamos con esto. Well, never mind. Let's continue with this. Now, for the second meaning of olvidate, which is no doubt or consider it done, it can also be like, don't mention it, don't even mention it. Cuando hable español, olvídate. Voy a hablar todos los días con todas las personas. When I speak Spanish, or by the time I speak Spanish, no doubt I would talk or I would speak with absolutely everyone and every single day. Now, in this case, olvidate, in this specific sentence, we can translate it as no doubt, but it's an expression that means like something amazing will happen next. I will tell you a different example. Let's say I'm a really fan of Boca Juniors. I am actually. And I would say something like this. Si Boca juega con Estudiantes, olvídate, ya está. Basically, we understand that Boca Juniors will win with many goals. Let's continue with posta. Posta is an Argentinian expression or Argentinian slang, and it means really or actually. For example, I'm telling my friend something like, hey, next month I'm going to Argentina. El mes que viene voy a Argentina. And then my friend will say, posta, really? In that case in specific, it's just to answer something as really. But then if you say something like, I really like mate, we don't use it that way. We use posta in long sentences and as adverb as actually. Another example, let's say I bought an iPhone, a new phone, an iPhone specific, and my friend's not really sure that this is a real iPhone, let's say, or something brand new or something like that. So I can say, este teléfono es iPhone posta. Es un teléfono Apple, o es un teléfono iPhone posta. It's an actual Apple phone. Now, let's continue with ni a palos. This is a very good one because this is pretty long and to explain, but let's see what we can do. So, ni a palos is a way to say no way. No way or hell no. We use it a lot and it's an expression of concept. And it comes from cagar a palos, which is to beat up, to beat someone up, to beat someone up. And that's the meaning, cagar a palo. It's a very informal way to say it. So, ni a palo, we can literally translate it as, I wouldn't do it even if someone is beating me up. Or someone is kicking me, someone is beating me, etc. I wouldn't do it. That's the meaning. So, basically this expression means, no way, hell no. For example, no voy a ir a Venezuela ni a palos. No voy a ir a Venezuela ni a palos. So, no way I will go to Venezuela or something like that. Let's continue with the sixth one. This is cualquiera expression. That means that's nonsense. That's nonsense. Let's say you're talking with a friend and your friend's telling you a story that makes totally nonsense. So you would say something like this. Let's see an example. Che, ayer yo estaba por la calle cuando encontré $1.000.000 en el piso y los guardé. What I said is, hey, yesterday I was in the street, just walking down the street, and then I found $1 million on the street. And yes, I took it and I'm a multimillionaire. And I would say, cualquiera, Nico. cualquiera, Alan. And that means that's nonsense, Nico. That's nonsense, Alan. Cualquiera. You already know that cualquier means any and anything. And that's literally what we say, anything. And it means that's nonsense, so that's bullshit, in other words. Let's continue now with es un quilombo. This is probably one of the first expressions you learn of Argentine Spanish, so probably you already know. But if you don't know, el quilombo means a mess. It's a mess. Es un quilombo. Por ejemplo, el tráfico en Buenos Aires es un quilombo. Traffic in Buenos Aires is a big mess. It's a really mess. Let's continue now with the eighth one, la octava. Bancame un toque. This expression means wait for me or wait, hold on. Bancar here, this verb. Bancar means to wait or to support. This is Argentine slang or an Argentine word. So, banca, this is imperative coming from vos. Remember that in Spanish, in Argentine Spanish, we don't use tú. So the imperative tense, we are not gonna use the tú conjugation, but the vos conjugation, which is different. In this case, bancar is another verb. That's why we conjugated or we changed the conjugation for an a ending instead of e ending. Then bancame, wait for me, and un toque, it's also an Argentine way to say a while or 1 minute, 2 seconds, something like that. But it basically means a while or a super short time. Super short time. Un toque comes from tocar. This is what it means, to touch. And un toque is a touch. And why do we use it this way? Because when you touch something, it's less than 1 second. You know, that's the time it takes to touch something. Now, for the ninth expression, or la novena, it means right away. You probably already get it, because it's pretty much the same as the previous one, and it means right away. So, as for example, your friend, your husband, your wife tell you, hey, go to the store please and buy this stuff. She would say, por favor, anda a la tienda y compra esto. Dale, voy al toque. Sure, I'll go right away. Another example, someone say you, hey, I need you to do this. Necesito que hagas esto. ¿Podés? And I would say, sí, al toque te lo hago. Yes, I'll do it right now. And the last expression we have is colgarse. Colgarse is to hang out, to hang. That's what it means, colgar. It comes from colgar, colgarse reflexive. It's to hang oneself, right? No, not your neck. Now, colgarse, the expression, it means I forgot, or one which is a bit more exactly is I got distracted. That's what it means, and it's an Argentine expression. So let's say you were talking with someone via WhatsApp, you were texting each other via WhatsApp, and then you forgot it. Then you got distracted because you were at work. So you would say to your friend, disculpa, estaba trabajando o estaba haciendo algo. I was working or I was doing something, y me colgué. And then I got distracted. And then I forgot, y me colgué. I want you to write in the comments if you already know all of these different Argentine expressions, which one you knew it and which one you didn't know. And if you would like to be fluent in our dialect, you can do it with my one-on-one program. In my one-on-one programs, I help people that wants to be fluent in Argentine Spanish, and also people that just would like to travel to Argentina and be able to have a trip and enjoy with your family or enjoy your trip alone. And being independent in Argentina just with your Spanish. So if you would like to start speaking Argentine Spanish, you can do it with my one-on-one program. You will find all the information in the description, and then you will start how my one-on-one programs work. Muchas gracias por ver este video, y para mis estudiantes, nos vemos en clase, che. Chao, chao.